I asked Karen if I should do sub Saturday or try to get to 2800. So I did what she said. Thanks, Curious Chimpanzee. You're the best. Let's see. How do I refresh? Bum, bum, bum. I guess that's how. Da, 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 da. Yay. I'm refreshed. Thanks for the donations thus far and so forth. Mm-hmm. All right, let's, lose more rating points or something. Didn't play well yesterday. I lost like 50 rating points. So we got to try to do better. I think I played too slow, and I'm worried about how good my moves are. So I'm going to not worry about how good my moves are and, might get crushed, but I don't like losing on time when I'm not losing. If I lose on time, I want to be losing. So, yeah. Also, etc. Mainly, etc. So I'll try to play faster today than yesterday. I won't play better, but I'll try to lose on time less and get into time trouble and so forth. That's me. I have the 2 bishops, but he has the what else? Well, so far I'm living up to my playing faster. Although, usually I say that and then I stop. Don't want to be too consistent. I still have the 2 bishops. And I have an extra 40 seconds. Thanks, Apple Bag. You're the best. I still have more time. Until I don't. Thanks, Castling, for betas gifting a sub. Always retreat. And I always do. No, I didn't see that. But I still have more time. Seeing things is overrated. Having more time, that's where it's at. Let's see, where does this queen go? I guess we'll find out after I move. Tournament just ended here. We had 30 players in 4 sections. Game 45, 4 rounds. And it ended like 20 minutes ago. So now that everybody's cleaning up and laughing and making a lot of noise and such. 2 mistakes, 1 blunder. Man, I don't play very well. Country's that? France? I've heard of that. Karen's, flossing or whatever. Mainly whatever. I don't know how many days this will take to get to 2,800, but eventually. Am I still playing faster? Good. Good moves I will not play, but I will play faster. Thanks, Lost in Hollywood. You're the best. Thanks, bad move, Ben. Bad move, Ben. Baddest move in the whole dang town. Badder than Gotham Chess's moves. Meaner than Hikaru Nakamura. Da-dum. We took to fighting, and when we pulled down from the floor, I looked like a jigsaw puzzle with a couple of pieces gone. Dun. My moves were bad move, Ben. Two bishops vitals. Dun. Meaner than two bishops. It's a pretty big pin. It's pandemonium. Do I still have more time? Good. Remember, my moves won't be good, just like yesterday, but they'll be faster. Yeah, I used to play Blitz chess really quickly when I was young. Now I sit there and I'm like, what's the right move? I don't know why I care what the right move is. Just play fast. It's 3 minutes. Who cares? But yeah, I used to care. I remember when I was young, I used to care about stuff. The important thing is to play faster. I'm very concerned about his pawns, except for one thing. Yeah, I wasn't concerned. One mistake, one blunder. I was never in trouble. I'm playing faster. It's Spencer. Go Spencer. Pablo Zarnicki, but he's a grandmaster who's better than me. Man, I haven't seen Pablo Zarnicki in a long time. I mean, in real life, I think I've never seen him, but I used to see him on ICC a lot, the Internet Chess Club, before you guys were born. Then you guys were born, so I remember he used to beat me a lot in Blitz, but I haven't seen him in years. All I remember is him beating me, and then some. Yay, thanks, Snookerman21, or as they say, Snooker. I used to watch snooker when I lived in Belgium between 88 and 92, when Steve Davis was good. That's how long ago it was. There was no Stephen Hendry or nothing. There was Jimmy White and Steve Davis. Man, who do I remember from 30 years ago? I can't name anybody else. Damn. I should be able to name one more person. Remember, 30 years ago, you guys are all thinking about today's players. Da-da-da. Yeah, Jimmy White was fun to watch. Oh yeah, I'm trying to play well again. I forgot. Stop that. Just play bad and lose. That's how you do it. I am playing pretty bad, so I'm doing a good job. Thanks, Snooker Man. Follow my friend, Mr. Artevega. Self-taught. Is he a legend in his own mind? I hope so. Let's see. Rook here, rook here. Toby Wong, Toby Chong. Oh yeah, I'm playing slow again. I'm playing slow and bad instead of fast and bad. I'm supposed to play fast and bad. I'm doing it wrong again. Slow and bad. I'm supposed to play fast and bad. I got the bad part down. I'm playing bad. I got that. Yeah, that's no problem. I'm the world's leading authority on that. But I got to speed up. I can't play slow and badly. All right, I have my fake attack. I wonder how old Pablo Zarnicki is, because I remember him from 25 years ago on ICC. So he must be about my age, I guess. But I like my bishop. So I'm down a piece and 3 pawns. A piece and 4 pawns. Wow. That's a lot even for me. But I have more time now. But I forgot during the game. I was like, this position's difficult. I better try to play a good move. But I couldn't. I was never going to play a good move. It was never going to happen. I just hung a piece. Darn. Probably that wasn't good. You know, hanging a piece. On the other hand, it probably doesn't matter. So that's good. I do have more time. That's all I care about. Man, I really don't have any pieces. This guy used to beat me mercilessly on ICC. Now he's beating me worse. What's worse than mercilessly? I don't know. Whatever's worse, that's what he's doing. Play for stalemate. An unusual ploy. Darn. Yeah, no wonder he wants a rematch. 1 mistake, 4 blunders. It's a lot of blunders. It's weird because we have the same rating, but he played about 800 points better than me. But I did play the same speed as him, so that is good. I got faster. Go, Ben. Yay, I got a level 2 emote or something. Thanks, Snookerman21. So yeah, I should be on Chess TV in 18 minutes. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to play B4. I forgot. I forgot to play B4. Ugh. That's why this is good for white. Oh well. Should I play F3 now? Yeah. Probably. All right, whatever. After B4, he's much worse, but I forgot to play B4. Darn. Yeah, truth hurts. You better, you better, you bet. Da, 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 da. You scream, you better. Oh, Karen's... The stream died because Karen didn't plug in her computer. Hey, Karen! Never play F3. But I am playing faster. The thing went off because I guess it's not plugged in.
Oh, okay. Okay, so
I'm not much for Sposen, but I suppose.
we're still wrapping it up out here.
Mm-hmm. You have the wrap it up button.
Yeah. All right.
Just get check here. Forgot about that. Yay, he didn't. Good, good. He forgot about it too. I decided to play faster, so the last game I lost all my pieces and got mated. But we had the same amount of time when the game ended.
Good. You did
Yes.
time.
We both
That's
had
what you told
34
me to do.
seconds left.
So to take your advice.
Yeah. I am playing faster. I'm playing just as bad as yesterday, but faster.
Well, that's an improvement.
If he doesn't move, I'll win. If it goes another minute and 20 seconds. I can get to 2,800 by blundering every move. I think so. Who did you vote for? Isn't it whom? I voted for a lot of people in 2020. Which election? I thought it was a secret election. Good Simpsons line. What's happening? Did my opponent take a nap? Did his food order come and he's going to get it? What's going on? It doesn't say he lost his internet connections. I don't know. Yay, I win. Resigns. What? You didn't resign? That's pretty insulting. Wow. Guess I'll resign now. My rating's 2665, and when I win, it'll be 8 points higher. Thanks, Waffle Waffle. That was weird. I wonder what happened. Yay, I won on time and on the board.
All right.
Hey, can you get me a beer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather have a beer than win Father of the Year. Who said that?
I don't know.
Homer. Actually, he said, I'd rather drink a beer than win Father of the Year. It was 25 years ago, so I forgot. Grant Spraggett story. Wow, I have a lot of Grant Spraggett stories. It's funny that they lost Wake Forest, the team that Archer saw last week. They lost 58-55. Isn't that crazy?
That is pretty crazy.
They were way ahead too. Then they weren't way ahead.
I'll get you a beer in a second.
What a tangled hair has a weave. Something like that. All right, I'm still playing faster. I haven't forgotten yet. Karen and I, a couple nights ago for date night, we went to a Spanish restaurant. And this guy's from Spain. Makes you think. It doesn't it? Thinking not my strong suit. And I still have more time? Good. I won't play any good moves, but I'll play them quickly. Thank you. And Rook D2 looks annoying. And it is. Let's see. All right. Sometimes you got to be down a queen because you're playing too quickly. But I do have the two bishops, for the moment. Probably not for long. My bishop's pretty good. It controls this useless diagonal. Go, Ben. Man, that move's annoying. I guess being down a queen is bad. But I do have more time. You got to give me that. Ta-da. Go, Ben. Playing bad, but no, not here. Playing badly, but more time. Yay. And look at that Zugzwang move. He's a genius. He's not good at mating. Hooray. Yay, I had more time. Yes, I'm the best. So cash flow. This is a country? Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein has 2,600 players. Man, harsh. I can't believe this 2,600 didn't fall for obvious trap. Darn. Do I have more time? I don't? No! That's the only thing I care about. Come on, 2,800. Am I close? Yeah. I'm not as close as I would like. Good thing I played h5 earlier. That move makes a lot of sense. Put it in H. Yay, I have more time. The only thing I care about. That would be good if the whole stream I don't lose any games on time. That's the plan. Never play F3. This pawn should be here. And then the design looks terrible, frankly. Still theory, somehow. That's annoying. You know, as long as I have more time. But it was annoying. I mean, my game was good, and now it's incredibly bad. If only I could, perfect such a feat. I still have more time? Good. Man, position's pretty bad. More time, Vatals. Defense. Unlike Wake Forest, no defense. A Theory, how's Michigan State doing?
Which sport? Basketball or football?
Football.
Michigan State is losing to Purdue 37-21.
The truth hurts. All right, what do I do? Bishop D6, hanging his bishop? I don't get it. He forgot queens could move sideways, I guess. My position's so bad that it makes the game close. But I do have more time. And don't you forget it. Well, I don't know. Thanks, Sven Beingold. Hooray! Thanks for the 5 subs. You're the best. All right, I guess if you want my queen, you want my queen. What can I do about it? I don't know who has a queen, but I know who has more time. Yay. Thanks, NJ Crispy, for 5 more subs. All right, let's go 2,800. I mean, if I play 2.5, 3 hours and don't lose any games on time, I should gain rating points in 3 minutes. We'll be on Chess TV in 2 minutes. Hey, you, beer me. Do I have more time? No. Damn. Playing fast as I can. Hey, you beer me.
Beer you. I guess you beer.
Yeah, I'm singing.
Kidding.
I don't know. I don't like that move. Let's see. Move quickly. Don't care about the position, Ben. Just move. Pretend you're 14 again. Yeah, my first beer. Go, Ben. Yeah, I have more time. I'm the best. Just not at chess. But I'm the best. Defending my bishop. And not threatening mate. Definitely not that. Thanks, Fen Weingold. Nostradamus. No, I didn't see it. I don't know what to do against Queen D8. I guess Queen C5. I didn't want to take this and go into a drawn ending where I'm slightly worse. I'd rather be losing, like now. Yeah, there we go. But I have more time. I told you guys I was just going to play fast and bad instead of slow and bad. So if you're like, why does he play so bad? I literally don't care. I just want to play fast. It's 3 minutes. Leave me alone. I'm bad. But bad and fast, that's pretty good combination. That's a winning combination. Not sure what it wins, but you know, something. Ooh, that's an interesting move. Let's see, can I go here? No, I did. I don't know if I can. This knight's not doing very much, so maybe I can do stuff. Let's see, this pawn, put it in H. He takes it. Da, 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 da. I don't know. What's happening? Thanks, Road Dorado. 500 centidues. Can you think of any examples? No. I can think of no examples of anything. Hard to understand, but true. All right, I have more time, and I'm losing, but so, as we discussed, that doesn't matter. It's the more time that's what matters. Also, I have the 2 bishops. I told you I was going to play faster. You guys laughed at me. You said you're the worst, and I hate you, and I wish you'd quit chess already. You play so bad. I've been rooting for you for years, but for what? Did you like that repeating then bishop f8? Did you like that? I liked it. I was always going to play bishop f8, but I wanted to repeat first, so you thought it was a draw. Gotcha, bitch. 0 mistakes, 1 blunder. You were never in trouble. 1 missed win. I don't know if I was in trouble, but I had more time. Hey, I'm on Chess TV. Hi, Chess TV. How you guys doing? He always makes this threat, but I always see it. Maybe he won't see it. Damn. Too good. He knows everything except combination is safe. Yeah, I have more time. The only thing I care about. Hey, you, beer me.
I'm just on here and then I freeze a bird.
Never play F6, but times are tough. Yeah, I'm doing better moving instantly and playing terrible.
Good.
I found like a way in life to go forward. Terrible and quickly. Yeah, in fact, last night when Karen and I went to bed, she was like, look, terrible and quickly. And I was like, what?
That's the way to go.
She said, frankly, terrible. You want to get in here?
Yeah, I gotta let Anna
That's
out.
what she said.
You know, when she's leaving
What? Gotta let her out.
in a moment.
Why? She doesn't know how to turn. Oh.
Oh, she can't like it.
Where's my, like,
Do you want Joe wandering back in here?
Oh. What about his mother? Joe Mama. Let's see, A6 does nothing, so let's do that.
His wife is Karen, and I got banned for no reason.
No reason.
It says Snookerman.
It's also no raisin.
Well, I'm sorry.
Except for one thing. Not sorry.
I'm
Sorry,
sorry,
not sorry.
if I banned you.
You didn't ban anybody.
Did I ban you?
No.
I might have.
If
Oh,
it's
I just
free.
got banned again.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he got it
I
removed.
think he's getting banned by other people. Yeah. Kangaroo's hooking him up. See how I have more time? I always have more
Yay.
time. I've
Go
decided not
ban.
to lose on time, just to lose all my pieces. Because that's more fun or something.
I don't usually ban people, but I'm sorry that you got banned.
You are?
Snookerman might have potted a few.
I love banning people,
What
but
does
I'm
that
like
even mean?
drinking a beer, you know. I haven't banned anybody in a while.
Well, for what it's worth, I just met you, Snookerman. I don't think you should be banned.
Didn't they make a documentary about him? Snooker Man. Da-da-da-da. Isn't that him? Let's see here. I don't know. As long as I have more time. No good moves allowed, but more time. That was my idea. He couldn't play Rook takes A6. Had to have an idea. Fianchettoing my bishop and my other bishop. But it doesn't matter. I have more time. I literally don't care, and I figuratively don't care. Thanks, Debugger2B. Let's see, take this, defend that. I should have probably taken this, but since I have another chance. I'm looking, but I can't find a move that doesn't win. Tough position. I only have 20 seconds more. I want more than 20 seconds more. More. Nobody likes me, nobody likes me. More. I hung my A pawn. He resigned as I hung it because he was so lost. Yay, I'm playing faster. 2800, here I come. 2800 doesn't seem very worried that I'm coming. Mr. Loopy, how was Vegas? It was great. Can't wait to go back. I'm rejuvenated in my love for poker. Go poker. 2,000 cents to do. You spell like warns? What's warns? What's a warn? Are you warning me? I don't think I'm good enough to be 3,000 like ever. I think my peak of doing this nonsense is 2,900. And even that's iffy. 2,800 I am going to do. 3,000 I'm not good enough to be 3,000. I have to play some like 2,900s who were like really intoxicated and bad connections. It's not going to happen. Yeah, 2,800 I'm going to do. 2,900 I'll try to do after that. But, you know, that's, you know, c'est pas facile. All right, let's see here. Have more time. All right, so I blundered a pawn, but I have more time. Look at the compensation. If you see it, let me know. No, nothing. Let's see. Compensation somewhere. There's the compensation. Compensation. Keep feeling compensation. Position improving. Bishop so strong. Looks like a draw. I don't like that square for my bishop, but alright, whatever. Whatever. Mm-hmm. By having less pawns, I have a better pawn structure. Not sure how that worked. I'm down a pawn for nothing. But yeah, his pawns are Franklin. I can't hang my queen because I don't have a queen. Yes! That's the part of the position he didn't understand. I still have more time. We have moved 25 and we're both like moving instantly. And such. Alright, sacrifice a pawn. Get the pawn back with a mating attack. Although I'm not sure who's getting mated. Rook there. Let's do this. I have a threat. Does that stop my threat? That's sort of. Darn. So here, I guess. Take with a rook. Damn. He's too good. That is annoying, I must admit. I have to check, or can I play King F1? I guess I have to play check. Darn. Da, 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 da. No, I have less time to avoid getting mated. That's not right. Bishop check, rook king f2. All right. I can't believe I have lost time, but I didn't want to get checkmated, so you know. Yeah, I have more time. I'm the best. Just not at chess. He really wants to draw here with his bishop on g3? Jesus. His king's better than mine. I'm surprised you would draw. That's better. And you gotta try to win. It's the wrong colored pawn. All right. Keep that in mind. This looks nice for me. I don't think he's going to queen over there. I'll take white here. And I have more time. Mm-hmm. Mine. I win 26.92. I think I won 3 or 4 in a row. Man, if I win, I'm 26.99 if I win this game. That's even better than 2,700. Not sure why. Man, he had more time for a second. Now it's about the same. Chess Dojo live rated with a party of 65. 65, come alive. Go Chess Dojo. You're the best. Until somebody reads with 66. Then they're the best. Yeah, have more time. Let's see, bishop takes, resigns. Damn, good analysis though. Can't beat that analysis. Two bishops, Vatals. And more time. That's Vatals. Man, Karen's really taking a long time to get ready. Man,
I got this thing on my face.
it's like an hour.
What is thing?
I have a thing on my face. It's nose and some other stuff.
I had that thing removed.
Mm-hmm.
That looks bad.
Knight here, pawn here, draw. Always repeat. If he takes, bishop takes, check is good. I'm seriously. Do I still have more time? 30 seconds more. Yes. Are my moves good? Doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. Figuratively it might, but not literally. Does he know the en passant rule? The answer is fries. Wow, he does. That's what happens when you start playing 2600 players. They know en passant and everything. Come on, white squared bishop. Get into the game somehow. You've been sitting there doing Vishwa nothing. Like his bishop. Let's see. Take. Check. So what do I have to do? King h7? Let's see. Take, check. There takes. Queen f3. There. Queen there. There. Yeah. He'll think I blundered a piece, so let's do it. Oh no, I blundered a piece. I have more time. It's Karen. You have to read the chat and tell me how silly they are.
Yeah, I mean.
This was all I analyzed. I thought I'll win eventually. I didn't think I'd win in one. Oh, this is check. I thought this was forced mate, but since this is check, let's check again, and then let's see. Oh yeah, you can do that. C3. Well, he's probably PO'd after C3, right?
Yeah. Thank you for that sub, first.
No, I can't. My pawn and so forth. What do I do now? Darn. Oh, my pawn's hanging. I can't do that.
Thank you for the 100 centuries, Fat Matt.
I still have more time, but I've really been blundering this away. My position was good until it wasn't.
Hey, Victor, how's it going?
Let's see.
Spence and Zug. 2 beers, what else? You like beer and bourbon?
I thought I could defend my pawn. Darn. Mine. Also mine. Yeah, I shouldn't have lost everything like that. I should have not lost, I should have done something that wasn't getting mated. Yeah, I actually had a good position until I lost. Yeah, queen h1 check was bad. I should have played bishop h4 check and then queen h2 check, but I saw it afterwards. All is well, let's see, from Canada, so he must play slow. I haven't lost on time, and I've played about 10 games. I haven't won any of them, but my girlfriend loves chess now because of watching you. Is she your imaginary girlfriend?
Yeah, I'm having a good day, Jimster.
Had a good day. Da, da.
First time chat from viewer. SyncBro1 says, "Is John Bartholomew your son?"
Mm-hmm.
There's resentment.
He's not, but I'm his daddy. Let's see, can I take this? Whoops, I didn't mean to take it, but I was going to take it. I didn't mean to take it right then, but I was going to take it. Let's see, this is good for getting my queen attack some more, so let's do that. All right, I'm up a couple pawns, and I have more time. The only part I care about was the I had more time. Are you going to Dubai? Nobody knows.
Probably not.
He sacked the exchange. Not realizing this is defended, probably. This is attacked.
Difficult to get away.
Man, this is a tough decision here.
And a very expensive.
I should think forever and then make a decision. All right. I'll sack the exchange also. Because, can't be the only one sacking the exchange. Man, I was going to sneeze and then I didn't sneeze. It's nothing to sneeze at. Let's see, knight here, queen a6. Queen a6 is annoying.
Straw What Luffy says, "Do you do coaching?" No, Ben does not do coaching.
Maybe knight d5 is good. What is this, equal material with opposite bishops? But I still have more time. I'm going to castle really along this game. My 960 training.
Is the board changing colors, or am I having an acid flashback?
You're definitely on acid. There's no question. Let's see. Put it in H. Am I up a pawn again? No. Man, this guy's threatening everything. It is annoying.
When will John Bartholomew, when's he going to be a GM, says Jimster.
What time is it? It's 7:22 Eastern. Well, we have to fall back an hour later, so that changes when he'll become a GM. So I don't know. Let's see, here.
Last time you did acid, you watched Ben's stream.
Yeah, this is annoying. All right, I guess king can go for a walk. I have f4. I guess I have f4 if necessary. Need it too.
I didn't even know if acid was even around anymore. I never hear anybody saying they're doing acid.
Terrible.
And I guess that's because I'm older and people my age don't usually do it. But still, you'd think I'd hear somebody mention they were going to do it.
If there's a lot of people doing it, then there's a lot of people doing it.
Hey, Scorpio 80.
Oh, I didn't see that because it's too hard. There's a good reason. That's unfortunate. Darn. I was doing well until I wasn't.
No, Karen's not looking for customers.
Darn.
There's a large acid scene in Illinois and mushrooms. You think research chemicals are more popular, like 2CB?
Well, I have more time at least when I get mated.
Vape juice? What on earth is vape juice?
Always repeat.
What is vape juice? Opioids have stolen the market from hallucinogenics. See, that's what we're getting at, Caffeine Jones. Thank you for coming with that academic wisdom. Yes, that's really what's going on. Mushrooms are fun. Yeah, my son loves MIT Precocious. Loves it. I've never seen him so happy. I need to call him tonight, too. We should... Oh, I have no interest in doing any opioids. I'm just trying to figure out why acid is not as popular anymore. But it sounds like it is popular. Robert says we should convince Levy to microdose LSD to help him become a GM. Karen, you know, like Jules and those things people smoke with the big clouds. Oh, you went off the screen.
I lost on time. No.
No.
He had 2 point. I had more time, but then he kept checking me. I had to move my king. 5 mistakes, 6 blunders. Yeah, I was winning that game until I lost it on time and on the board. I didn't want to lose any games on time this stream. No.
Psychedelic drugs are de facto legal in Canada.
What about de jure?
Technically illegal, but no law enforcement agency goes after people for selling or doing them. Vape juice is what they use to make the electronic cigarettes. Well, if it's THC, vape gadgets, whatever, disposables, do they call that vape juice or does that have a different name? Just trying to educate myself.
I think you can learn about vape juice from Rick and Morty.
Just don't have my terminology down. You were tricked into smoking opium? Oh, I'd be so mad.
Ugh,
Somebody did that to me.
It was tricky. Castle.
I would think so, Van Laser. No, I'm from Alabama. Old 5-toe. Levy needs to macrodose. Black tar heroin. Okay, let me get back
Thanks for whatever you just did.
to the current.
Yeah, somebody donated or something.
Yay, thank you, Rod Guy, for that prime sub.
Never play F6.
Yeah,
I
vape
never
juice
did.
is usually nicotine based. Roll Tide.
Mm-hmm. Hey Siri, how'd Michigan State do in football?
Michigan State lost to Purdue today. The final score was
Truth
4.
hurts. And I literally don't care.
Thank you, Turin Taram.
So,
Hey, Bric-a-Brac, how's it going? Somebody asked about you the other night. I knew they were talking about you too. They said, where's the guy? Blah, 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 blah. And I said that we only see you online now.
look at this crazy position. You've never been so confused or cared so little.
I care. Well, I certainly don't mean to bring down Feingold
Don't bring me down.
into the gutter.
Bruce.
Empty go board.
Yeah, have more time.
With our
That was the right move.
gutter talk.
C4 is not explosive.
Yeah, I never know what to do in these positions here. I never do the right thing. Take, push the pawn, whatever it is wrong.
I'm going to take this pawn, this pawn, and this pawn, and queen these 4 pawns.
All right.
All right, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, play rook b2, see if I care. Ooh, that move I didn't see. That was nice. All right. He had me at hello.
Four queens, what else?
I still have more time.
Yay, thank you, Aminu, for that tier 1 sub. Thank you. Extended the sub through December.
Playing for stalemates? Why is he playing for a draw? Oh, I shouldn't have gone there. Jesus Christ. Such an idiot. I knew what he was doing, and then I didn't want to go up and lose this pawn. That's so stupid.
Darn. Thank you for that sub, this Zashi. Thank you. Holden should mess around with TensorFlow. It's like Legos with neural networks.
Yeah, I have more time.
Who has been playing?
My opponent. Don't play bishop d4. I said don't play it. If I take this, he might pre-move there. Probably won't. Okay, he didn't pre-move. Otherwise, I would have felt bad. Let's see. Position's pretty good. Yeah, if I didn't blunder a queen, I wouldn't be down a queen.
You think it's super easy and fun?
This technique isn't the best. It's good, but it's not the best.
I don't like the light on the stream tonight. I didn't get a chance to really fix it.
Fix it, fix it.
Is Benjamin drunk? No.
I have more time. That's all I care about.
Is there sub Saturday? Not today. Who's the chick? Says Slaughter Street. Karen, ask Ben about Queen G5, please. Says Yabba. I'm drinking a beer, Eliza or Ebenezer. Some beer is vegan.
He made the easy win look incredibly difficult.
No, I didn't get to finish my chess app, Jimster. It's on hold. Who's the hottie in the striped shirt? Who's the dude next to Karen? I know, Jimster. I think my app would be useful. Yes, are you from Belgium? Sukon.
Yeah, I have more time. I have less queens, but I have more time.
Thank you, Jess is nice. We certainly like to hear if we look nice.
Yeah, I didn't lose yet.
Hey, that's pretty good random moves. That puts Ben above Tari and his ilk.
My ilk?
Yeah, he rated you an 8. Random moves.
What happened?
Oh, yeah.
This game's getting interesting.
Yeah, I would like to see Kieran Culkin on SNL.
I don't know who's better here. Getting confused.
Yeah, 8's not bad at all. 8's great. You have to leave room for, the Brad Pitts of the world.
I barely have more time.
Do you like to watch Conan? GM Benjamin Feingold.
He's not on anymore.
He's not on anymore.
Yeah. I have more time.
My brother Frank really likes Conan. I don't think he's that funny.
I was not a Conan fan.
Oh, you weren't?
No.
Yeah. I don't hate him. I just don't think he's that funny. Craig Ferguson is greater than Conan, says Kangaroo. Hey, Kangaroo. Thank you, Gordon Ramsay.
Yes.
Yay.
With 0.8 seconds.
Yay, that was exciting.
I lost to queen on move like 13. I was on queen for a piece. 1 mistake, 8 blunders, 2 missed wins. Oh, I'm sorry, 3 mistakes. It's hard to beat a 2,500 down a queen, but it's not that hard. Wow, I made 8 blunders, 2 missed wins. How did I have 2 missed wins? What? Thanks, NJ Crispy, for all the subs.
Yay, thank you, NJ Crispy.
C4 is explosive. Yay, 3,000 viewers. What else?
Clean and easy win.
And crunchy and chewy.
Hey, Felix Frias, how's it going?
I didn't have more time at the end, so I'm very terrible. But I was at a queen, so I had to, some excuse. Yeah, I gotta get to 2,700 before 2,800. I got to 2,700 a few days ago. Then I don't know what happened. I guess if you lose all your games, your rating goes down.
Yeah, thank you, Felix Frias.
I did lose 1 game on time this stream too. Terrible.
No. Jimster, I like longer time controls, but I play, all time controls.
So you carry the 1.
Yay! Thank you, Charlotte Chess Center, for that tier 1 sub. Thank you. How's it going, Peter?
Yeah, I don't like this position. And for good reason. I have the 2 bishops, but he has the fatals.
You find anything under 10 minutes too stressful. I think it's just a matter of getting used to it.
Mm-hmm.
I even played some of those 10-second tournaments that Ben's had before.
I was like 10 seconds. That's just my game. And Karen's like, you wish. More like 5 seconds. Truth hurts.
Yes. Yeah, I'm happy to see Ben playing some Blitz too.
I have more time. Less pieces, but more time.
Go Ben.
I knew there was a reason I played Rook B8. I just didn't know what it was.
Did anybody give Charlotte a shout out? I didn't see. I could do it. If you guys...
Look at these pawns. Terrible. Aren't you ashamed of him?
First time chat from viewer. I always play rapid 30 minutes, so sometimes 10 minutes feels like Blitz. Thank you, Kangaroo.
Yeah, truth hurts.
Who the hell finds bullet fun?
Wouldn't it be heck?
Yeah, Elquay, you know, I can sit there a good 5 hours and play a game of chess. And have.
So take there.
Fine gold. Fine old. Fine old is chess snob. Man, no wonder you keep getting banned. You know, I think you're trying to be funny, but you're just not.
Yeah, the truth hurts.
Yeah. So not malicious, but just not funny. That's all.
Frankly, malicious. No, I'm thinking. Stop that. Boo, boo. Stop thinking. Yeah, I have more time. I stopped thinking. Yay, King D4, blocking his bishop. Good move. Man, he's still drawing. Terrible. Whoa. $50 rule. Damn. Yeah, it's just I should have checked with D4 and then started over, but I wasn't thinking that. I wasn't thinking 50 rule, I must admit. Thanks,
Yay.
Wolf Ben. You're the best.
Thank you, Wolf Ben.
Never play F3 unless you do.
You've been banned from almost every channel except this one. I mean, this is the easiest one to get banned on.
Go, Ben.
How did you stay alive here?
Maybe this is his first time here. I ban you. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, Chess Bay timed me out one time. I didn't like that.
Knife F5. My play doesn't make any sense, but I have more time. So
Well, she banned me too. She timed me out on the Chess Pro channel because I asked somebody to buy me a sub.
mm-hmm.
It's like, come on.
No, you were hungry. What do you want? Hungry for a sandwich.
Yay! Thank you, level 20 sword.
Yay! I never called him that. I always called him LV20SWD. But I like what you called him better.
I just have my names for. I don't know if they're correct.
No, that's good. I never know what's going on. Not never, not ever. I just know that I have more time. That's all I know.
Thank you, level 20 sword. I nailed it. I know it.
If we trade queens, I one hang my queen. That was what I was thinking. Damn.
What happened to never trade?
Now I'll, yeah, but you know, don't hang your queen. Whatever happened to don't hang your queen?
That's funny. Trying to learn. Yeah, you know, I don't hear much about Chess Bay anymore. Thank you for that sub, Tom554.
Two bishops, what else? Man, if he checkmates, oh, I didn't see that. Yeah, that's too bad. I liked all my pawns and stuff. Well, now what do I do? If
There's
I
a hype
attack-
train.
If I
Yay.
attack his queen, he won't see it. He might not see it. Then, damn. If I attack his rook, he might not see it.
She got run off from the community. Chess banned her. They banned her. They didn't. Did they ban her? She should be banned.
And her children's children. I still have more time because I'm playing pretty slow. Always have more time. Thanks,
Yay.
Lost in Hollywood. Thanks, XEG, X again or whatever. Whatever you are, thanks. Look how pretty my pieces are.
They do look pretty.
And I'm threatening that.
Yay. Thank you. Level 1 completed, and thank you whatever just happened. Lost in Hollywood. Thank you for the 200 centidues.
Man, my position looks good, but, I'm threatening bishop here, which even I don't see. That's how good it is. See, I told you. Let's see, my rook's hanging, so we should unhang it.
She was scapegoated. You can't. Listen, I will tarred and fettered. Tarred and Federer. Tarred and feathered.
Tarred and Federline. Am I still ahead on the clock? Because my position sucks. It was good until it wasn't. Can I take this? I guess because I did take it.
No, I don't really care about her. I'm just glad she's disappeared. Works for me.
No. No. I have less time? No. Ugh, I got a stalemate trick in at least. And I didn't lose on time. I tried to lose on time, but I couldn't do it. That's how bad I am. Can't lose on time when I try.
Ben adjusted some tricks, but tricks are question for kids, said Wadi Sadie. Tango Trader says, Ben shows us your game face. Look angry. Where's Finn Bingle when the hype train is on level 2?
Yeah, come on, Fenbangle. Or somebody.
Tricks are for chicks. Well, you know, it doesn't matter anymore about Chess Bay. I won't try to ignore all your chatter about it. It's just so old news.
Come on, we're dying on the hype train.
We don't
What
care
did you do,
about it.
H3? Put it in H. All right.
I guess she went on back to wherever she's from, in some hole somewhere.
Yay, thanks, all you guys.
Thank you, Lost in Hollywood. What? Farty Party. Thank you for all those gift subs. 5 gift subs.
Yay, thanks everybody.
And in that hole may she rest.
Dun, 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 dun. Singing some hole there. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I have more time. The only thing that matters. Although I did lose one game on time. Takes B4. Damn, I didn't see that.
Well, Lawful, are you new?
I don't
Are
have
you
any-
new here on the chess
I don't
scene?
have any
He,
tricks.
she banned me on Hikaru's channel for no reason, timed me out for no reason, tried to get everybody to hate Ben. Maybe there were a couple of reasons, but she just made up bullshit. She tried to sabotage Ben's, career, and did the same to Chess Bra. But trying is the first step to failure. Manipulated, gave money to all these streamers, and then they
Whoa.
would do what she said to do.
This guy's too tricky.
I know.
Hey.
Yeah, we're talking about Chess Bay, but honestly, we're not mad about it anymore. I'm just glad she's gone.
God, I'm slow and old. I have less time? No. No.
No, I mean, Chess Bay's a report. It's not just a group of people. Hello, Grand Knight 2014.
His bishop's the right color. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to do that. I was going to play F5. Probably that move's better. My mouse slip was better than my move. Hooray.
Yay. Thank you, Root Beer 1989, for 500
Yay.
bits.
King F2's a draw. My reputation.
Hey, Sigmunder 79.
All right, now I can play for the win.
Yeah, we were just wrapping it up, Caffeine Jones.
I have less time. No.
Now, I didn't notice any doxing going on. I gotta look. Oh, you're joking. Because he says she who I'm not allowed to name.
I gotta draw because stupid time is less time. What's all these draws I'm having? Boo.
Yeah, I made that emoji. Mainly, etc.
Man, I had less time for a second. Terrible. Queen D2 is a funny move. But I'm a funny guy. I have more time. That's all I care about.
Hey, Francis M. Sutton. What is Ben's favorite gangster movie? I don't know.
Pulp Fiction.
Oh, yeah, that is your favorite movie. I guess that's a gangster movie. Should we love everybody or some people ought to be hated?
Finally, the point of Rook A3. Trying to play Rook H3 the whole game. No, I didn't see that. Man, that looks really bad. Yay. Alright, this game I'm going to win. Yeah, this was a positional grand masterpiece. Sometimes they call Karen a grand masterpiece, but then we ban them. Yeah, I can almost take this.
What do you mean almost?
Well, this is hanging, but, you know, taking that makes him think about it more, so that's funnier. Notice how I have more time. Hooray.
Yay. What's Ben's favorite cryptocurrency? Da Vinci Urologist says, Hail Ben. Maybe he means hey Ben.
Yeah, have more time.
You received a level 3 hype train emote.
Yay. I forgot there was a hype train.
Hi, old Ben. What's Ben's favorite war?
You know, War of the Roses. Okay, you have a favorite war. What are you guys, Nazis or something? Don't answer that. I don't know.
Warcraft 2.
We still have more time. You want to get better, Da Vinci? You got to donate more. The more you donate, the better you play.
Does Ben have a favorite type of string?
Oh, chess.
String?
What?
String.
String? Yeah, I guess string theory.
My beer's not cold anymore.
Yeah. It is cold in the 13th of the 14 dimensions, though.
Okay.
So then you're good. Confusing the audience. Yeah, I have more time. Am I 2800 yet? Only 11 dimensions. Was that Canadian string theory? Oh, snap. Don't take on C7. No, he didn't. Didn't even take anything. Let's see. My turn? You're thinking, Ben. Not your strong suit. I still have more time, though.
Hey, Scottish Demon Goat, how's it going?
I don't know about that move. I'm going to bet on me now.
Yay. Thank you, Jake Roges, for the tier 1 sub.
You can play Queen E5 all you want, but I'm going to take it. No. How about there's no stalemate here? What?
Yay.
Go, Ben.
Who's Ben's favorite vegan?
Me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Me. I already said.
All right.
Go, Ben.
This is such a chill stream. What does Ben... Oh, he just scrolled off. What does Ben listen to when he wants to get lit?
Yay, Connect 4. Even better than having more time. Although, not really. Can I take this and lose my queen? I could.
I don't smoke cigarettes. It's Adam Lynn Dog. Suzanne Vegan.
And I want to sack all my pieces and then resign because I have no pieces left. Which I'm going to do any second now.
Peter says Ben listens to Karma Chameleon when he wants to get lit.
It's true, it's true. Alright, I'm ready to sack everything now. Finally, I'm ready. There we go. Yeah. I didn't see Bishop C4. I was just thinking about me sacking. No, well, I literally don't care about that. Figuratively, I do, but not literally. Sacking all my pieces isn't fun if he doesn't take them. If he just refutes it by, taking here, I resign. But I have more time.
Well, good.
That's
Karen, can you do a Swedish accent? If I could hear one, I could probably mimic it.
Take this.
Reasonably well.
I don't know, I guess.
First chat from viewer. XY Lowe's says your openings are awesome. I love them.
I like her openings.
Love them.
Oh,
I think he means yours.
I was talking to. Oh, he meant chess. Never mind. Yeah, I equalize material, and I have a threat.
What's the reason for the night sack? Says
Well, it looks like
XLS.
you didn't see my threat. Truth hurts.
Yeah. I think it's fine to put move suggestions because he's not reading chat, but I'm not going to read those just in case somebody accidentally has a good suggestion.
That would be an accident. Yeah, have more time.
Do I find Ben's jokes funny? Or do I just get some of them are funny? I mean, I don't find every joke a professional comedian tells funny. So, yeah, some of them are funny. You know?
What do you mean funny? Like, how funny? Rita Rudner funny. Rita Rudner funny. Why, thank you.
Like Ricky Gervais, for example.
What about
Funny
Richie
guy.
Gervais?
But not everything that comes out of his mouth, I can't talk, mouth is funny necessarily. Lucy and Levy said Ben is funny. Yeah, Ben was on Levy's stream earlier.
Yeah, have more time.
I think you subbed, didn't you?
All I know is I have more time.
Well, I can't lie about it now, Caffeine. I can't possibly find every single one of his jokes funny. Come on.
You can.
Well.
Look at the girl's best friend before it goes away.
72.5% are funny. Karen, who is the funniest person you've ever met?
If you can call them a person.
Well, Ben's funny. Now, let me think if I've met anybody funnier than Ben. Did I meet Louis C.K.? No. It's not about whether it's true, it's about whether the truth hurts. Well, Caffeine Jones, I believe in white lies, but you gotta be able to pull off the lie.
Do white lies matter?
You gotta be somewhat authentic in life, or nobody's ever gonna listen to anything you say. So, I mean, that's unrealistic to think that I'm gonna think every joke is funny.
You didn't get the white lies matter.
I won't listen. I was ranting a little.
Were you raving? We play rook f4 or rook d4. The answer is fries. Yeah, have more time.
That's funny, Lloyd. Hey, Pam, where have you been?
It's Pam.
Do white lies matter?
Hey, that's my joke.
Well, they were repeating it. I didn't even hear it, so it is funny. I answered your question. What's your question trying to learn? Let me go up. I love you trying to learn. What, did I miss something here? Wait, what happened? It scrolls so fast. Did you know that 69 is now known as 96 because of inflation? The cost of eating out has gone up. That's not a question. I'm going to keep looking.
You said, did you know? So you could say yes or no. That's a
Oh,
question.
okay. All right. Okay. Does Ben prefer his integers signed or unsigned? I don't know. Hey, when you're done with the game, you need to get the camera back focused a little better. It's better just to do it the other way. Yay! Something happened. Not sure what. Oh, thank you, BCD84 for the sub.
So tough working. Confused.
WV says, "Yo, Ben, you should try to farm Hikaru. He's playing off stream right now." Who's Ben's best friend in the chess world? Probably some people you might not have heard of. Do Ben's feet smell weird? No, not that I've noticed. Yeah, Ben is not going to challenge Hikaru. Yay, thank you for the sub, Mustachiola. Thank you. Is Karen in the chess world? 'Cause you know. Well, I think they're joking about farming Hikaru. Are Ben's feet funny? No.
I like repeating.
What's the fixation with feet here? Why are there two different chat screens? What do you mean?
He means here and here.
Oh, well, because
he's a noob.
we put our videos on YouTube, and more enjoyable for the YouTube people if they can see what everybody's talking about, what we're responding to on the stream, if they can see the chat. Chess Bay was saying I don't move my arms when I walk. And is that a Seinfeld?
Mm-hmm.
I vaguely remember. I barely got the reference, but I did get it.
Mm-hmm.
Who is the chess chick in the background wall picture? That's Yifan Hao. Yeah, we don't have Zhu and Jun. Oh yeah, we do. I moved the pictures around. I couldn't remember what I did. Hey, Bucko Bonsai. I want to eat. I want to eat some steak. Karen respects all comments. Never gets aggressive. Impressive. Do you think a woman grandmaster would marry for a green card? Maybe. Anyone think Ali Reza gonna make the candidates? I'm so pumped.
Damn, I had less time for a second. This is terrible.
I choose to believe Ben pictures Chad as a South Park characters, saying rabble, rabble, rabble when we suggest moves. Who would Ben choose to be stuck in a desert on a desert island? Choices are Hikaru, Gotham, or Kasparov. Man, that's tough. I don't know who he'd choose. I don't think Kasparov. Probably Levy. Not because he likes Levy better necessarily. I think that would be the most compatible desert island companion of the three. In my view. Gotham tastes the best. You think Levy would keep it professional?
Yeah, it's hard to have more time. This guy's fast. Trying to have more time.
Do you like how Ben moves his mouth when playing chess? I don't like it or dislike it. It's just a gesture. Yeah, Gotham has a lot of jokes. Yeah, they could practice their material on each other. Would they play chess on the island? I'm sure they would.
God, I have less time.
Would you rather speak every language decently or play every musical instrument perfectly? I would rather play every musical instrument perfectly. Gotham is unbearable. Oh, thank you, WV223. You want to see Ben hit 2,800. Ben has been in an Arabic country, but I haven't. Ben and I met in 2015 and started dating. And there you have it.
God, I still have less time. This guy's so fast.
She covered the Gotham is unbearable line. You would eat a vegan? You don't think this end game's looking good, Nate? Is Ben a player, Karen? A chess player or a playa? Hopefully he's not a playa. Oh, you like Ben's podcast? Is he a playa hater? Now that he is. Yay.
Yeah, that was hard to win.
Yeah.
I did have more time. That's all I care about.
Mm-hmm. And winning.
No, I just wanted more time. 4 mistakes, 4 blunders, 3 missed wins. I'm not playing a 10-second game. I have a good record against this guy. 7.5-3 now.
Mm-hmm. How did you and Ben start dating? You know, he asked me to go to the movie. Whoops, sorry. He asked me to go to the movie and dinner, and I went. And that was it.
Wasn't that last night or Thursday night?
We broke up briefly, but, you know, for the most part, after we've been going out for a couple of months. Why do I crave eating green eggs and ham when I see Ben?
Huh? What was that?
No, we didn't meet on Tinder.
Ooh.
First time chat from viewer. Who is Ben's football team? Says Restless23. I guess the Falcons. I don't know. He watches all of it. I don't know.
Man, I almost had less time there for a second.
Questions will get weirder. Well, Ben's on Chess TV. Who do you guys think is better, Ben or Amon? Ben.
Yeah, it's hard keeping this time advantage. But somebody has to do it.
Does Ben do fantasy football? No. David Howell better than Hikaru. I think Hikaru is slightly better, but not much. What are my favorite hobbies? Well, I like chess is my favorite. And music. I like listening to music, and I like going to karaoke. I like reading, although I don't get to do it much anymore. Movies. Yeah, David Howell is doing well. I was surprised to hear that. Did you know Ben got bitches and mad paper, but cares about his homies too? I don't have a favorite karaoke song. I sing huge variety. What's my most memorable date with Ben? I'd have to think about it. Because we've been married for a while, don't those count as dates? Ben is a Chad, eh?
Yay!
Yay, thank you, Bucko
Thanks
Bonsai.
for the 5,500 centidues.
Yay, that's a lot of centidues.
You're the best.
Thank you for the bits. Why is a Omega banned in chat? Probably doesn't have to be banned anymore. We had during the time period, I'll call it the persecution, when Ben was out. We were getting a lot of hateful youngsters coming to the chat and spamming. We don't mind a few, lulls and KWs and Monka S's. But when that's all you're seeing, it just kind of junked it up. So we had to limit some of that. That's all. Yeah, everything's fine with Hikaru now. This is back when Ben was the elitist gatekeeper.
That's me.
Before he stopped being that. Yay, thank you for the sub, Restless23. There we go. Thank you for that reminder. Kangaroo. We probably could retire the emote.
Look, I sacked a queen and mated him.
Yay.
I didn't really. I just let him queen.
Oh.
I could have queened with mate, but that was funnier.
Oh.
The crowd liked it. Something. Go the crowd.
Keep pushing.
Yay. The first step to 2,800 is 2,700. That's the first step. I was 2,700 until I wasn't.
Why does Hikaru call Ben Benjamin? I don't know.
Because it's all about the Benjamins.
Yeah, we could probably uncensor some of the words. See if everybody will behave. We could try to do it. I'm full now. I just drank one beer. I couldn't even drink another beer if I wanted to.
Mm-hmm. Go 2,800. Always sack the exchange.
No, that might be true, lie, but there was some behind the scenes chatter from Chest Bay, etc., that fueled the fire. Do you believe in corporal punishment?
Yeah, we should punish corporations. Certainly.
Well, do you mean for children? Like just so what corporal punishment is? I know it's like spanking, or I don't know if that's only applies to children. But I would say, no. But I didn't spank my kids, but why are some peppy emotes against mod settings?
Less questions, more donating.
Yeah, maybe they meant capital punishment. Yeah, corporal punishment. Well, they could have meant corporal punishment. Nothing wrong with the backside of a hairbrush. Usually Asians who spank. Well, I don't know. It might be a stereotype, but I can't really say that's true. Different cultures have different ways of disciplining. I can just say that when I grew up, I was spanked, okay, and by my mom and my stepdad. I don't think my dad ever spanked me, and that was just the way it was then,
Some things will never change. God, every move I make is the worst.
Sentidoo, well, I think it's a made-up word. Centidoo. Probably. Did he spank you ever? He didn't. Why didn't he take the bishop?
God, why do I play so bad? Lee.
Do you spank Ben? Only when he's bad. I'm a stepdad. Stepdads shouldn't spank. They're already hated out of the gate.
That's better.
That's probably true, Finn Bungo. They just need to step back.
All right. I'm not dead lost anymore.
You chose your own stick to be whipped with, just Harold? Nice, Ben, says WV. I'm Sagittarius. But I don't really believe in all that. Hi, my Allie Acne. That's a funny name. Would Ben spank a random sub? No. Is it hard to be a step-parent? I'm sure it is. I mean, in my case, both of Ben's children are adults, so it's, not hard at all. It's harder when the children are still in the home, and that is harder. Does Ben have an OnlyFans? No. Darn.
I always move 93. But still, I'm mad.
I like that little trick there. He went around the bend.
Well, he was trying to win on time, and I wouldn't lose any games on time. I was too. God, horrible person.
But it's hard to give up winning when you're winning.
I gotta play fast. It doesn't matter if I'm winning or losing. I can't believe I lost 2 games on time. I was moved 93, but I'm still mad. That does give me good memories, though, when I beat Dina Polito and moved 93 in the Spice Cup about 12 years ago.
We haven't tried to get Perrier to be a sponsor.
Trying is the first step to failure.
You think the opponent's too low rated? I think it makes sense to keep playing him since he's winning more than losing.
Who's winning more than losing?
You.
Oh.
So, that doesn't make sense to get a new opponent when he's getting points from this one.
Oh, you idiots. Just take the bishop next time. Although I like this.
Travis Scott. What about Travis Scott? I'm doing well, Quadraspassky. I don't need another beer. I'm full. First chat time from viewer. Castle My King says, I read once that a GM should blow an IM off the board with tactics. Seems like an accurate statement based on these games.
Sounds like reading isn't his strong suit.
Well, welcome, Castle My King. Why does Scott get a burger? Who's his opponent? An FM.
Probably should take the other way. Darn.
Salty dongers. Does that mean something important? Travie Patty. I was thinking the same thing, Scottish Demon Goat. It kind of started sounding like that when I was reading it. What GMs have you met, Karen? Says Imanu. Not a lot. I've met Fabi and Ding Loren and Var Copian and Jimenez. Says he says it. Fedorowicz. I'm sure some more too. Those are the ones that come immediately to mind. I haven't met Hikaru. I met Topalov. I'm not sure how to say his name. Very nice man. If Ben could have been one actor from all of cinema history, who would he be? We don't know yet if we're going to go to Dubai. Z-Chess. Lucky not to meet their king of rudeness over there in California. Who's the king of rudeness? Oh, Nakamura. Hikaru. Yeah, I've met Eric Hansen. Actually, I can't believe I forgot him. I've met him more than once. Very nice. And Alejandro Ramirez. Yasser, of course. Yasser. The best. I met Maurice Ashley briefly, but I haven't. Oh yeah, I met Anand. Really nice. Who's the meanest GM you've ever met? I mean, I don't know any of them that well, so they wouldn't have shown me their mean side. You know, they're always going to be nice when you first meet somebody. Did you meet Anon? Did you also meet Anon's wig? I did. I don't think it's a wig. Isn't it just a piece? Thank you, ePorto76, for the sub. Thank you. Hey, Working Class Hero, how's it going? Bowtest Sisters are not GMs, and I'm not sure they even take much of an interest in chess, judging from their streams. Maybe. I mean, I've seen them playing some chess. They do variety streamers. Have you heard of Alden Sniper?
149 moves.
Yay!
And I had 10 seconds left.
Yay!
And I was winning. And I won on time.
Maurice and Yasser are the nicest GMs I've ever seen.
149 moves. 7 mistakes, 28 blunders, 12 missed wins. That's the worst game I've ever played for that.
Who's the smelliest GM?
7 mistakes, 28 blunders, 12 missed wins. That's the game I'm proud of that I won. I've never had a game with so many like bad things happen. Wow. I thought I played great.
Who's your favorite GM? I met Larry Christensen.
I may have made all mistakes, Karen, but I played fast.
Yay.
That's all I care about.
What's going on here, says Metal Face. This is so sad, says Aura Droon. Repeated question. Who is your favorite GM? Ben Feingold. Which GM?
Make sure when there's noise you thank people.
I have been. You're going to have to wait a minute. Which GM that you have met would you be least surprised to learn that they take baths? I don't know. Let me get back to the present and then I can thank people. And we'll have to skip some of the chat because I got behind. Yay, thank you for whatever's going on. All these, oh, Thaddeus. Thank you, Thaddeus, for the 5 gift subs. Thank you. Goofeld farted in the Skittles room at the World Open once, says Finn Beingold.
Just once?
Thank you, Ace Deuce, for the 9 centidues. Yeah, he had mate on H2. She loves you. Kiss her for all her support.
Oh, this is
All right, I'm going to declare myself caught up. I can't be out of sync here. So,
This is pretty good play by me. At least I have more time.
so romantic, says Tango
Man, I
Trader.
played pretty bad that game, but then I 28 blunders and 12 missed wins. God
Yay.
damn.
But you
And
won.
yet I won 149 moves.
Yay. Yeah, before you start the next game, fix the...
Thanks, Thaddeus.
I would change the camera and then come back. Thank you, Thaddeus. Yay. Thank you for all those subs. Now let me
Yeah,
see.
my position makes a lot of sense. But I have more time.
Has a GM ever tickled you? Yeah, Ben's tickled me, but I don't know if a GM's ever tickled him.
C5 takes. That is annoying. I mean, it's not. I take this.
Who does Ben think will win the World Championship, Nepo or Magnus, says Bartoletti.
I think somebody else will win. Let's see how great my analysis was. That wasn't too good.
Ben gets the Wesley So Blunders Award.
Always play Bishop F1.
You'll give him a tickle, but you're not a GM.
Man, she's not very good.
Take the pawb, take the pawn. First time chat. Who wins between you and him in a 1 versus 1?
Man, I haven't resigned yet this stream, but I'm going to resign. That was bad. And I should feel bad.
Hey, Waleed. Yes, Sin. How's it going? Who is the worst GM and why is it Nigel Short? Oh, I forgot about him. I met him too. Nigel. Can a GM lose his title if he's convicted of a crime? I don't know.
By crime, you mean like giving up the two bishops? Because then, yeah. If that's what you mean by crime.
First time chat from viewer. Triple X Shield. Is that your daughter?
No, she's my granddaughter.
If the crime is cheating, then yes. Good choice on the Stella. I mean, when I go to the karaoke bar, they whip that Stella right on out without even asking me.
Like a Stella, you like to reel it in and then spit it out. You're frustrated by my apathy. Yeah, have more time.
He's drinking wife beater. Oh, did I miss? Yeah, I did see your Shirov comment. What do you think about Shirov?
Mm-hmm.
He's busy right now, but I relayed the question.
Shirov's busy?
I don't have a go-to karaoke song, Root Beer. I just sing, different things. Stella is nectar of the gods. I think I hear my son coming.
I have more time.
Yay.
Yeah. It's my move. Rick AC. I didn't know he moved.
Let me see. I know I hear a little mouse out in the corridor. Oh, it's up front. Has Ben ever played Casa Corley over the board? I'm not sure about it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Karen, how old are you? I'm 55. Hey, sweetie. If you must ask.
Yeah, but you won't be 55 for long.
That's right. Solve that problem.
17 days. It's Karen's birthday soon, so, donate or something. God, I barely have more time. I'm all up in his grill, though.
Mm-hmm. It's okay. You can ask me how old I am. Listen, I can't help it. It's not my fault. I'm 55.
It's not. Whose fault is it?
What am I supposed to do? Die already? I am what I am.
How do I not have a forced win there? I have to. I just didn't see it.
Aw, thank you, Scorpion Fire. What are you drink? Well, we were drinking Stella. Aw, thank you, Max the Bear. I stay out of the sun and I floss. 2 tips I will pass on to everyone
He'll
here.
probably hang his bishop to
You need
my
to stay out of
queen.
the sun and make sure you floss.
Darn.
There you go. Oh, Lord. We should probably have a command for the women titles.
Damn it. I didn't see he had check or mate. Luckily, I'm probably still okay. Because I have more time. Although
Ben
barely.
is drinking at the club with the girl.
He has the 2 bishops and an extra piece. But I have 11 seconds more. Yes.
Hey, you added some secret words to the band list trying to learn? You've only flossed twice your whole life. Now, come on. You don't want your teeth to rot out.
Tooth hurts.
How does the food ever get out? You just wait on it to rot out of your head?
Never play F6.
And it starts to stink.
The times are tough.
If you're going to be kissing somebody, they don't want to be,
Ain't gonna be kissing anybody.
kissing some stinky, rotten food in your mouth. You've never had a cavity? No, I don't think he liked the weight loss app. Are you guys close in rating? No. He's way better than me, obviously. Oh, you put the Monka S back in, etc. What's gross? The rotten food that I was talking about? That's right. It's unhealthy, Scorpion. That's what I'm saying.
No. I said don't lose on time.
Oh, no.
God, I had more time, too. Ah.
Darn.
9 mistakes, 12 blunders, 2 missed wins. I guess I'm not playing very well if I'm making 12 blunders a game. 12 blunders was a big improvement over the last game. All right. I didn't even play faster.
Mm-hmm.
At least I haven't been in these situations, which I was last stream, where I was losing on time and I have 40 seconds left. When I lose on time, at least I have less than 5 seconds. But I'm still mad. Just never lose on time, and I still lose on time like 3 games. Horrible. And I've only played 2 games.
Boomer. Yeah, Boomer was that. I can see how that might still result in a timeout. Yeah, people don't even use the word correctly. That's fine. Guess we can reinvent the definitions of words when people don't know what they mean. Bogan. My favorite opening. I'm going to say the London system. I'm unhappy with my openings for black. London is your city. Karen, have you ever eaten milk steak with raw jelly beans? No. Could you have won the pawn on h7?
Remember, don't suggest chess moves, just donate. I can't avoid losing material.
Rose and Danya.
I have more time.
What's Ben's favorite opening?
I don't know, but Karen's got a purty mouth.
Rosanna.
Egad. Ugh.
Favorite perfume? I don't wear perfume. It makes my eyes water. No, you're fine, root beer. I can see your headstone. What black openings have I tried? Well, Queen's Gambit declined, and I guess I'm trying out the King's Indian a little bit right now. I used to play the Sicilian and just get totally crushed because I didn't know very much theory. Why do you sound like you're gonna cry? I don't know. I'm definitely not gonna cry. It's been like the Dutch opening. Hey, Wezzy15. Hey, Ridge Shoot. That's funny, Root Beer. Root Beer says, Karen, are you the calmer one in the relationship?
I didn't see that. Yes.
Yay.
I had one stalemate trick,
Yay.
and he fell for it.
Hey, fix the camera real quick.
What do I do?
And then I gotta go take some Advil.
You mean like change the camera and then
Yeah.
change it back?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, where's the stalemates? Is that good?
Mm-hmm. I can't tell.
Hmm?
I think it is better.
I mean, I feel bad if I was that guy.
Yeah, that was
Hey,
great.
Levon Altunian. He's my good friend. He's not
Oh,
too
yeah?
good, but yeah. I knew Levon since before he was born. Then he was born. Yeah, I've played Levon a few times.
Yeah, you saw the Big Ben? You was gonna say the guy had good technique.
He was winning until he wasn't.
Has been played David Artunian.
What? Just making names up now.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I'll be back. I'm gonna go get some Advil.
Mm-hmm.
And put this up too.
Yeah, have more time. Man, I haven't seen Levon Altunian in forever. I think it was forever ago. I still have more time. Position's not too good. but more time. Yay, 30 seconds more. That last game was a perfect draw. Yay, I'm up a minute. Hooray for Ben. No legal moves. Darn. I just want a legal move. Just one. I have more time. Who needs legal moves when you have more time? How did I not lose all my pieces there? Yeah, seemed like I should. Yay, I didn't lose on time. Or on the board. One mistake, 0 blunders, 0 missed wins. Seems like I made more than one mistake. Rook F2 was the main move. I don't know. It's been a while. All right, now where's the resignation button? great. I wish I could find a move that was legal. I've lost time. No. I'm too slow. Position's so bad, I have to think forever to not lose immediately. Ay, ay, ay. Man, what a bad position. Bad time management. Bad principle. What? Why did he draw instead of beat me? One mistake, 5 blunders. I wonder why he wanted to draw. That was weird. I don't get it. No, we're not on Chess TV. All right, if I win, this is the last game. I have more time. Go, Ben. Yeah, I have more time. And more pieces. Yeah. This will be my last game if I win, which I said before the game. If I lose, we'll never stop playing ever. Never.
Oh, it looks like there was a raid, or you just...
I didn't see a raid.
Maybe they're just joking.
There probably was because I have a lot more viewers.
All right, let me scroll up and see what we missed. You just do that. And I'll
What
do
am I
this.
doing? That's not my move. How do I do it?
You have to, be thinking about how to win.
Yeah.
All right, well, I don't know. Did we miss a raid? I don't really want to keep scrolling. So if we did, somebody tell me about it. FM John Curtis. Well, thank you if there was a raid.
Exactly.
Yay, thank you, FM John Curtis. Sorry we missed that. I was in the restroom and Ben's trying to get his rating up, so he's not paying attention.
Ben's on Just TV.
Oh, he just said that. He was asking for raid. Okay.
Yeah, nobody rated it.
Well, if there was a raid, great. If not, let's hope there is one. That's I think Ben's about to end.
Yeah. As long as I have more time, it doesn't matter if I'm rated. Oh, wait. No. All I know is I have an extra rook. I got 2 rooks, 1 for each of them. And I have an extra minutes. There's nothing about this I don't like.
We got rated a long time ago. Well, sorry if we missed it. Oh, you're tired after your stream? Is it true that Ben stole all his jokes from Russian TV shows? No.
Yay, I win. All right, that's a good way to end the stream. All right, thanks for watching, everybody, and donating and whatever else you did.
Yay.
So forth. I'm a vegan, so I can count my vegan stuff before it hatches. Yay. I didn't make 28 blunders that game. I did. 3 mistakes, 0 blunders. That was a serious game. All right, go, Ben.
Yeah, I hope you guys have a great night or morning, wherever you are.
What do you hope? Oh. Yeah. Is that right? Looks right.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yay, thanks, Waleed, and so forth. All right, see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.